Hello everybody, this is Morgan Price and today we are in the Division 2. As you can see, we are outside District Union Arena. This is going to be another test run. I had some mic issues in a couple of prior recordings, so again, I am working on narrowing down and nailing problematic systems right now. So I should get clear audio. I switched up mics. I did a couple test runs for myself, so I'm doing one for upload to see what we get. Uh, my primary directive at the moment is, or not primary directive, primary objective. My apologies. Anyway, my primary objective right now is to complete the District Union Arena on hard or better. So I'm going to wind up doing it on heroic. I would try legendary, but I'm good, but I'm not that good. And I'm using a build that I'm not 100% familiar with yet. Quick breakdown of the build. It is a tipping scales, Tinker's Mask build with a GR9 with Frenzy, and the secondary is Streamline. So just as long as I don't have a weapon skill on cooldown, it gives me an additional additional damage, 42% when no skills are on cooldown. So that's handy. This build is centered around the Tinker's Mask and its skill abridged. If your primary and secondary weapons are not exotic or named and of the same type, the secondary weapon's talent will also be applied to the primary weapon. So that comes in very handy. Of course, we have tipping scales, and the showpieces of the tipping scales set are the backpack and the chest piece. So first, what you get with the 4 pieces of tipping scales is throttle control, shooting, not landing hits, not killing or doing damage, but shooting, just the gun going off. Builds stacks to a max of 50. Each stack provides 0.5 weapon or 0.5% weapon handling and 4% critical hit damage. You lose 6 stacks per second while not shooting. No stacks are lost if an enemy is suppressed. But the backpack comes with a talent called Snowball, which increases the critical hit damage received per stack from 4% to 7%. Very nice. Then you go to the chest piece. And its talent is sustainability. It increases the maximum number of stacks from 50 to 75, meaning you can get roughly 580% critical hit damage. So with that being said, almost everything I have is stacked into critical hit chance. I'm close to maxed out. It will actually be oh wait, no, never mind. I am maxed out. What did I change up? Let's see, that went down, that went up. There's the second here while I look at my breakdown. Because stats, critical hit chance, backpack, no. Gloves, hit chance. Oh. So one of these got swapped out to hit chance as opposed to hit damage. All right, let's fix that real fast. Probably the chest piece. What do we got here? Yeah, chest piece. So we're going to hit F. We're going to hit G to filter these and go to critical hit damage. Back out. Let's see. There we go. There. That improves. Still at 61%, dropped down to 90 or bumped up to 91.2. That means we can go in and change one more piece. Let's change it on the mask here. So F up. Sorry. Critical hit damage. There's an 11.9 right at the top there. Let's do that. And now let's look at our stats. still decent, still maxed out on critical hit chance, and very nice. Okay, cool. So, in theory, I could replace one more with that, and it would work out very well for me, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually start the mission and get running. I'm doing it on heroic with no directives active, and that is primarily because I'm not used to this build yet. I mean, it should be similar to any LMG build, and
this is a chance to wipe out the hyena
I
leadership
want to
in one
see.
decisive blow. Get in there and hunt them down.
I need to see what I'm doing first before I can go too crazy. Where? Oh, hey. Leave this in. Goodbye. All right, that's everybody there. And it's heroic. Now, heroic should be hard. It's not super. It's not really hard at all. But, you know, theoretically, heroic should be difficult. But what do we got? Nothing good. I'll be honest, there comes a point in time where it just, everything kind of blurs. All right. So, if you haven't played this before, I've played this once today already. There is a weapons case right down there at the end of this caged area.
Let's make them bleed.
So one of the things I like about the GR9 is there is a nice, very handy little scope built into it, which is what I would imagine it would be rare for a light machine gun. And there goes Frenzy right there. And if I maintained it, I could probably get down to another 100 or so rounds. There are ways to make a higher RPM build and actually fill out more ammunition. Like I've got a build that will give this 375 ammunition instead of the 325 ammunition, but seems slightly excessive when I could just run like I am right now and yeah. Oh, hey. I could do that all day, honestly. But I wanted to do that. That's more fun. M16A2. So M16A2 is a rifle that has a decent RPM. For a rifle, it basically does a 2-3 shot burst. So you can get a pretty decent amount of damage out of it as long as you're set up right.
Local power offline.
All right, so we're gonna wander in here, refill the ammo. Turn this guy on. Run out here and all right, everybody's down. Let's go grab the loot and get out of here. +1 max targets. I'll grab that. I can use that on a different build at some point in time in the future. I will caution against having that attitude for everything because, well, 90% of the time what you're going to do is collect all that stuff. By the way, there's a box right here that you can open up and get gear. 9 times out of 10, what you're going to do with 99% of that, oh yeah, I'll use it later, is forget about it, and it's just going to clutter up your inventory. And your stash box is going to get full, and it'll just be kind of awkward. I'll actually show off my stash box a little bit later. Excuse me, you are supposed to take those bullets, and yeah. So I will say this about the setup I have developed here. Tipping Scales is a very powerful gear set. It combines weapon damage and your critical hit chance. As long as you have a high critical hit chance, you will have a really high damage base, especially once you get excuse me, there we go. Yeah, especially once you get the actual buff rolling. So you can get, like I said, upwards of 580% critical damage going once you get the set bonus actually rolling and grab your stacks. Unfortunately, not every fight lasts that long, especially if you have a good setup like okay, those turmoil knee pads I have, those, unless they're armored like a standard, like a chunga, one of the big guys with the chain guns, unless they are armored like that, really, you can hit everybody in the area. Yeah, no. You go down. Where's your buddy? Nope. And around the corner. That's my fault. Alright, dude.
Hello? Fuck.
And that's why frenzy builds are so powerful. In case you don't know, I am a full-time caregiver for my father-in-law, so whenever he calls me, the dogs go berserk just to let me know, hey, somebody is calling you, and it's handy but noisy, and, well, here we go. So, all right, carrying on, carrying on. Oh, please no rogue agents. Please no rogue agents. All right, no rogue agents. So when you're running through here, there is a box right over here that has not... Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, my imagination, that's what that was. It has materials in it that you could use, and then there is a weapons case tucked over behind this rack. And that comes in handy for just, you know, either materials or if you're lucky, yeah, if you're what is that? Right now we're going down to the garage. We just finished up what we're doing there. We're already fully loaded. Nice. So easy peasy spot. Just start on those guys. And this will help me get my stacks running. And if done right, Wyatt literally melted that guy before he became a major issue. Okay, that was my own hubris. Excuse me. Goodbye.
What's going on down there?
That's everybody. Alright, let's go see what he dropped.
Everybody get to the arena now.
Baker's dozen, black market S. So a shotgun, a M4, and a holster. So I've been trying to figure out the difference between various weapons. You know, the named weapons, they're kind of self-evident. But like the difference between a tactical, a carbon, and a standard, or black market, and yeah. And I'm not 100% sure. I do not know how to figure that one out either. So, oh well. Oh, it got me right away. 1, 2, 3. Come on, come on, come on. There.
Air filter function restored. Air quality.
Don't try to push through that. It just confuses you constantly. Far easier in the long run to just... I'm not gonna let you just sit there. You can... That was my own fault.
Listen up. We got devils in our house and they mean to kill us all. Stand and fight. You hear me? Stand and fight.
Alrighty. So my streamline is off because my reviver hive is on, so I'll just go along and start
neutralize the east.
And everything came back right as I finished up.
Taking out the hyena leadership leaves the faction in disarray. I'll send teams to start securing the
Got
supplies
another
and claiming
baker's
those
dozen.
bastards we're hoarding. And now little Odessa knows.
What do I get out of this?
Future settlement will
A
be
third
lot
baker's
easier.
dozen. And a profit. Alrighty. So that is with that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, click that thumbs up button. Let me know with a comment down below and consider subscribing. I will see you next time. Bye.